Okay, we are recording, so everybody's filtered. Are we good? Now I lost Kristy.
I'm here.
Okay, I found you. All right, I am Tracey Jo Rose, a triple diamond in this company, and I am so excited right now to introduce a lady that I've been wanting to interview and talk to. I've been following her. I just love her. We have a lot in common. She's a farm girl like I am. And she is a triple diamond leader in this business. She is a teacher of 27 years, tripled or 7 times her income is how much she increased her income by 7 times with this business. So I want to talk to her. So Kristy, let's find you here. Again, I am not iPad functionable here.
Hi, Tracey.
And can everybody mute themselves if you're not muted, so we don't have any distractions? Okay. And I can't watch that chat because it will distract me. All right. That's fine, Kristy.
I am right here.
I'm already losing her on my screen. Okay, Kristy, are you ready, girl?
I am ready. So I am equally excited because I have been watching Tracey Jo from afar for a long time because she absolutely kills it. And so I'm just really excited to connect with her and learn from her as well. So like Tracey said, I joined this business when I was 45 years old. You guys, I really knew nothing about network marketing. I had been watching my principal at the time. She was doing It Works. And really what I was watching with her, what I was intrigued by was the fact that she was like visibly withering in front of my eyes. And middle school principals don't generally have a ton of energy, and she had so much pep in her step, and I was like, I need to do what she's doing because she clearly has a lot of energy. And then also at the same time, a guy I used to teach with, his wife was on my social media and she was killing it on the business end. And I remember I would look at her posts and my face would turn red because I thought there is no way I could do what she's doing. I would like show my husband, like turn the phone and show him posts and say, like, can you imagine me doing this? And she's like, no. Is it possible to have everybody mute?
Are they still not muted?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to mute all and then just unmute yourself, Kristy.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Because I'm old, I have squirrel moments and I couldn't concentrate. So anyway, I joined because, you know, I am a kind of farmhouse, and I also around the same time changed jobs, and so that I could teach in the same place that my kids were, which was amazing. But I took a $12,000 pay cut. And when you own a 100-year-old farmhouse, things come up like you need a new septic tank, or you need a new roof, or you need a new front porch, or all the above. You need new heating and air. And so every time you could save up money, it would just go to something like that. And at the same time, my oldest, my son, was getting ready to go into high school. And I thought, we're not going to be able to take a vacation. Like, we're not making enough memories. He's going to be gone. And here we'll sit just like having fun with our new septic tank. So it really became, I wanted to join the product, but I didn't want to spend money from our budget for that. But then when I was watching, it was Jessica Harsha, when I was watching her, when she earned $280,000 in bonuses in 1 year, I thought, I'm done. Like, if I can even earn this much of that, that would get us on a vacation. So that became my goal. So I joined having never tried any products, which I love that part of my story because there are so many products. There are so many that you can fall in love with. And I think I always say, if you have skin, we have something for you. And so I, of course, fell in love with products right away. And then, you know, that thrill of the victory when you get a loyal customer is you, then I was done. So my goal was to make $500 a month. We had a 4-year goal to take a trip to Hawaii, and we did that in 5 months. And so in 5 months, I met my monthly teaching salary. And then we started paying down debt. I didn't even know that existed. I mean, who does that? Who pays off a vehicle early? Who pays off their student loans before they die? We used to joke and say our kids, like, we're going to leave you our student loans. Like, that's how much we love you. So, you know, when you're able to start paying down debt, not just, you know, paying for fun vacations and things like that, which we've done, but when you're able to start paying down debt, all of the sudden you have the freedom of choice. And so that freedom of choice led me to be able to come home from my teaching job. It has allowed my husband as a middle school principal to take on a lesser role in his work so that we see him more. And hold on, let me shut the door real quick. Sorry, I didn't forewarn my teenagers. And it's really cute when you see little toddlers run through a Zoom in their underwear. Not so cute when they're 16 and 14. So this enables you to make choices that maybe you couldn't make before. And so, you know, I retired from my teaching job in May. That following August, I made, like you said, I made 4 times that August. I made 4 times what my monthly teaching salary was, which blew my mind. That's when I went double and my husband went diamond. My husband went double in November. I say like he did any work. He did nothing. I always tell him he's my weakest link.
Right.
So he went double. His account went double in November, and then I went triple in March. And when I went triple in March, it was, like you said, it was 7 times my monthly teaching salary. So, you know, all of a sudden now we were able to buy my son a car because he had just turned 16, and not just like a clunker that could get him through high school, but this is a vehicle that we paid cash for that can get him through college even and beyond. You know, we built a pond, which sounds crazy. People that are not country people don't understand what a pond can do, but like so many memories that we've made with this pond on our property. So, yeah, I'm thankful every single day that I took a chance. I'll let you ask me questions because I'll just fill up your space if not.
I totally understand that because we went triple about the same time, and it was mind blowing because I know I wasn't expecting that. That's not what I got in the business for. I just got in the business for a few extra $100 myself. Never expected it to be like this. So when you started, okay, and we kind of have similar stories, but this, I know when I started, it never crossed my mind about my age to do this business because I guess I didn't really know the company before it. I just knew I wanted to try the products. So it never crossed my mind until people started asking me, how do you do it at your age? I'm like, what do you mean, how do I do it at my age? Did that cross your mind or hinder your business?
No.
Like hurt it or make it better? Or
I was the same way. I just joined because I think here's the thing that happens when you get older. Like your brain doesn't get older. It's just your body. Like in my mind, I'm still 20 years old. And then every once in a while I see a picture and I go, oh, I'm really not still 20 years old. Right. So it did not cross my mind. Now, after I joined and you start watching Zooms and you start watching videos and things like that, I started thinking like, oh, I'm not Kelsey. Like, I'm not Taylor. I'm not Alyssa. I'm not Jessica. And for a hot second, you can allow that self-doubt to go, oh, they're successful because they're young and they're beautiful and they're fit and they haven't, like, they're still buying jeans in the juniors department. Like, oh, you know, like they're not seeing their hips and their peripheral vision when they walk down the street, you know, things like that. And you can allow that to get in your brain. But then you have to stop yourself and think, no, they're doing what they do. They are living their authentic life. They are telling their authentic story, and they are speaking, they are speaking to their audience and to their network. Because I will also say, for a hot second, I thought I needed to start looking for the next Cheyenne. And I started, and not that I would turn down the next Cheyenne, like, don't get me wrong, but I felt like I needed to start like recruiting college age girls. And then I thought, like, what am I doing? My team that went triple diamond with me, they look like me. They are women in my age group. They are moms. They are in their, you know, in their late 30s and their 40s and their 50s. And I love that, because they're my avatar. They're who I'm speaking to, because I'm telling you, ladies in our age range, we are not working. I mean, don't get me wrong. It has changed our family's whole dynamic with me coming home, because teenagers still need you. They may act like they don't, but I'm just going to be honest. I'm a nicer human being now that I work from home. I'm just better rested. I take care of myself more. You know, I can prioritize and plan my day. I'm just more present for them, and they have blossomed in that atmosphere. But I'm telling you, people in our age bracket are working toward something different. We are working, we're working to retire early. Like, if I had stayed in teaching and I retired at age 46, I would have had 20 more years before I could actually retire. I mean, I want to be able to travel and enjoy time with my husband before we're in walkers. You know what I mean? You know, I think people in our age bracket, you're just tired of working 60 hours a week. We're working to put our kids through college. We're working to retire early. We're working to pay for our kids' weddings. We're working to, you know, be able to stay home and help watch the grandkids. I mean, those are the things that are very real and very, it's just different than the younger set. And I think that we're underrepresented. And I think, honestly, we're the ones that need the products most. I mean, the collagen, yes, thank you for the effect that it has had on my wrinkles. And I've got new hair. Like, I've never had hair there. I always had bangs, because I had this crazy receding hairline. I've got new hair growth. It's crazy. But the collagen has helped my back so tremendously.
I'm getting eyebrows now.
Yeah, me. Where did those come from? I know, me too. And like the Dr. NASA, like, I'm glad that the 20-year-olds and the 30-year-olds like that. But come on, ladies, like, I'm the one that has the waddle. Like, I'm this neck firming cream. I'm buying stock in it. So, you know, I think it's our network, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, that are underrepresented, and that it's an untapped market for real.
It really, really is. It really, really is, because who needs us more than people our age, which is why I got into it, and probably why I never really seen it before, because a lot of the people that were distributors, you know, there were more younger people distributing it. So of course I probably wouldn't see it, because my, you know, people that I'm on Facebook with, you know, weren't selling it. But I literally had never even heard of the company before when I started it. But it's true. It's like I tell my husband, yeah, you know, I was a full-time nurse. We both made good money. We had a beautiful home. We had everything, and a farm, but we were never here to enjoy it. We were working away or working all the time. And I said, why, by the time we retire, which, you know, I didn't even have retirement, because the travel nurse doesn't have that. When do we get to enjoy this? We'll be dead by the time we get to enjoy this. And then what? We get to leave kids? That's not fair. I want to enjoy it. So, I mean, that's, I didn't realize that it was even possible until this last year, that was even an option. And that's where it changed. It changed everything. And that's why I related to you so much on hearing that you had retired as well. But I want to touch on something real quick. You said, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I think we all, no matter what your age is, we all tell ourselves lots of lies for why we can't be successful. But I think the ladies in our age bracket,
Right.
we tell ourselves that we don't look the part, or, you know, we don't, like, here's another thing. I'm not going to message someone and say, hey sis. I mean, I just can't. I mean, a piece of me would
Right.
die inside, and I'm not offended that the younger generation does that. I think it's great. But I mean, my kids would be like, okay, boomer, no, you can't do that. So, you know, I think we all tell ourselves lies for why we can't be successful. It's just a matter of if you recognize it and shut it down is what you have to do. And so, I know if my kids say boomer to me one more time, like, they've almost got me convinced that I am a boomer. And then I'm like, wait a second, I'm not. Stop saying that. But so I think we all suffer from that. But if you are just your self and tell your authentic story, that's what people relate to, no matter your age, no matter what you look like. It's okay that, you know, that we're not 25.
Right. Everybody's got a story. And there's somebody out there that can relate to your story. I just had that same conversation with a distributor tonight. But that led me to the question when you were saying that about not looking like Kelsey and stuff, because it reminded me, was this last conference, how many conferences have you been to?
2. Yep. So this will be my 3rd.
2. Well, last year was my first conference to go to, and I wasn't going. I absolutely was not going, because of that fact that I felt like I wouldn't fit in. That I would, you know, I would be old and they'd all be young and everybody, you know, and 2 days before conference, my daughter convinced me to go. Had I not gone, I probably wouldn't be triple today. But when I got there, I was floored when I seen the variety of people. And the minute I walked into Kelsey's room, I felt like family. I felt like I was home. But it was just such a variety of people of every age, just like me. And that's that. I was just floored. I get goosebumps every time I think about it, because I was like, if they can do that, then I can do that. There's Amish people at conference.
Yeah.
If they can do that, I can do that. You know,
that's
what
power.
I was like. There is just anybody and everybody in this business.
That is the power of events. I was, and I don't know why, because you would never know it, but I am a total introvert. I went to a boot camp in Grand Rapids not long after I joined. And that is what kind of stuck with me. I was like, every demographic, every age, every shape, every size, everything is represented at conference. And that's why it's so important. And I'm telling you, Tracey, you and I have talked, like, I was fortunate enough, Alyssa gave me one of those huddle passes and I got to sit on the floor. And even at my first conference, I was like, I'm going to be down on the floor like that, like, save a seat for me toward the front, because my vision isn't as good as
wait. There's probably, I'm going to say, wait, there might be new people here. Let them know you're not on the floor. Tell them what the floor is.
Oh,
so I didn't know.
So,
what do you mean the floor?
And when you go to conference, it's in a big, like, hockey stadium. And so when you get to Triple Diamond, you get to sit on the floor, and then everyone else is up in the seats. And so, I mean, you just look down at that and you think that's where I want to be. And it's a brilliant thing that they do, because it's so inspiring. And so last year I got to be down, like, right by the stage with one of the huddle passes. And I was like, I will be down here next year. And I know you said the same thing. And so you and I will both be down sitting with VIP this year. So I'm so excited. And the exciting thing is, I want to be down there, and I want my team down there with me. I want to look out from stage at the faces and see my team with me.
Yes. That's what I want. I want to see all my team down there sitting next to me. It's amazing. And it's funny that you said that avatar, because I remember that from conference. That was like a big aha moment at conference when Julie Solomon brought that up. So what's one thing that would you say from conference that you pulled from that, that you got from that last year, like something that was a major aha moment?
I think there are a couple of different things that I will say about conference. Number one, being like you can't, like, even if you've been to a green carpet, even if you've been to a Try It, you cannot duplicate the feel and the energy and the vibe that is conference. You just can't. Like you will leave a different person than when you got there, because it's like you're just surrounded by positivity. So there's that. There's that affective side. The other thing is the learning that happens, the panels that they have, they're bringing to us like the market research that is hot. Like, I swear, it seems like they ask people 2 days before conference, and I know that they don't, but they are doing the market research in the field, bringing to us at conference the hottest strategies that are working for bringing in new customers, bringing in new distributors. And not only that, any of the new promotions, there's something about hearing it live and in person and getting to experience it and then share it with the world rather than sharing it secondhand. There just is. So there's that. And then there's the whole camaraderie with your team. There's meeting new teammates. I mean, conferences where you get to finally meet and hug. Like, Tracey, you're on here. Like, I get to see you at conference, and I always get to squeeze you, and I look forward to it because, you know, we live miles and miles apart.
I can't wait.
So, you know, you just see people that you've come to know and love and that you've grown with. So there's that. But I think the biggest thing that you take away from conference is, I can do this. I can do this. In any event that you get to, I use this analogy today. Like, if there's one coal that's like still an ember and it's by itself, it does not take long for that coal to like burn out. But you put that coal, even if it's not burning very brightly, you put it around other coals that are burning, and all of a sudden they ignite each other and they become this big fire. And you want to be close to the fire, because that's what that's what keeps your fire burning for the business. And so, you know, you need that, because it's hard to keep that going by yourself. And so conference does that. Conference gets you around the best of the best. You learn from the best of the best, and it just will feed your soul.
I know. I almost feel like I can't express it enough to my team. What, you know, or people that I talk to, how the importance of it, because it just the feeling, because it literally just changed everything. Because I know when I hit Diamond, I was like, oh, that was cool. I think I'll just sit here. You know, I'm good, man. That was a lot of work. I'm good. I'll sit here. And then I seen a double Diamond chart. I'm like, oh, I got to go for it. I got to try. And then you just kept going. And it just the intent. But once conference hit, it was like, oh, this is a long-term thing. This isn't just a short-term thing. Yeah. So that leads me into a question, not to bring it a downer, but we all know, you know, going to triple it's a major accomplishment. It takes a lot of work. I'm sure you had times that you questioned yourself. You know, why am I doing this? You know, is this something? What kept you through those times that just kept you motivated?
You know,
we all get discouraged.
I will tell you, and I tell my team all the time, sometimes I'm afraid I might be a cyborg, but I just don't allow it. I won't. I 100% of the time, this is a business, and you have to take the emotion out of it. I don't take it personally when someone tells me no. I don't take it personally when someone ghosts me. I don't take it personally when a teammate leaves. And I'm just going to be straight up honest, and you can probably tell that I'm red. If someone leaves my team, I bless and release. And in my head, I say to myself, I will replace them, because I know I can. And you have to have that disposition before you have the position. And I just don't allow any other thoughts to take residence in my brain. So you have to talk the talk, even to yourself, before you walk the walk. And it's a minute by minute. Sometimes it's an hour by hour, a day by day decision that you make, because mindset is a choice. And I work really hard at that. I take my pulse frequently on where my mindset is. I have an accountability partner that kicks me in the butt when I need to be kicked in the butt, and I do the same for her. And And so everybody, it's a business, you guys. And again, I use this analogy today, like think about a brick and mortar business. Okay. Everybody's got like their big boom season, right? And so like, let's say, I don't know, like if you sell school supplies, your big boom season is going to be July, August, September, because that's when school supplies are being sold. When October rolls around and maybe your sales have gone down, if you're a brick and mortar store selling school supplies, you're not going to go, well, I guess I'm done with that, so I'll just close down shop and that will improve sales. Like, no, you wouldn't think like that if you had a store with a storefront. You know that you keep doing the things, and that there are other behind the scene things that you can do to build your business, because it makes sense that closing your door is not going to help your sales. We have a store. Our storefront is just social media. So no one should be able to tell whether you're having the best month of your business or the worst month of your business. It should look the same because your door is always open, if that makes sense. And so when you remind yourself that this is a business, this is not, my social media is not me, this is my business, then it's a lot easier to take the emotion out and think, okay, so I'm not having the biggest enrollment month. What can I do to build the foundation for next month, the month afterwards, and do the work so that I will have the harvest? So that's
I love that.
But the hard part is duplicating that, because
I love it.
I know that not everybody is wired like that. So that's what I'm trying to teach my team. Take the emotion out. It's a business. You wouldn't think like that if you had a brick and mortar store. So.
Right. And Target doesn't shut down on the days that, okay, we're not going to have that many sales today, so we're going to shut the doors.
Right.
Or we didn't have that many sales last week, we're going to shut the door. They don't. Or when you open a business, think, okay, you're just starting. So let's say you're going to open a bakery down on Main Street, popular area. You don't just rent that location and then go down there and open the door and people come barging in. No, you haven't filled it with the stuff. You haven't filled it with, all the necessities behind the scenes to draw them in. So it takes time to build too. And it just takes time. It's a business, like you said, and it's, you're working for your future. So because of it works, that was going to be my other question is, because I didn't want to be on the, leave that on a downside, because we all have our days. Even top leaders have their days where, I have days where I'm like, what am I doing? This is crazy. And then I have to remember, and then I'll go in panic mode if I didn't get an order today or something. I used to do that. I don't anymore, because I know I can't work in fear, or I can't work in desperation. I'm working long term. And my biggest thing is, faith and fear don't exist together. You can't have them both. You got to choose.
Yeah.
So
because here's what happens.
I chose to just trust it.
When you work in a place of desperation, it oozes into your posts. It oozes into your messages with people. And sales is about confidence.
They sense it.
You have to assume the sale. You have to assume the person is going to join your business. If not today, they're going to join your business. And if you speak out of fear and desperation, that's what people receive. And so, you have to, even if you have to type a message up and send it to someone and say, check this for me, what vibe are you getting from it? Find a person that can do that for you, so that because 1 or 2 word difference, instead of saying, here's the loyal customer pricing, but you gotta order for 90 days. You can frame that completely differently and say, here's the loyal customer pricing. It's the best pricing. We reward people by doing a 90-day challenge because we know lifestyle is changed in 90 days. And so we're going to reward you by waiving the $50 membership fee. So, it's all in your thoughts and how you speak that.
Yeah, Sam's Club doesn't hesitate when they tell you there's a membership fee, and they don't waive it, So you just got to talk. That's one of my big things. You got to talk with confidence. And if you don't have the confidence, that you talk with confidence anyway, and eventually it's just gonna pour in anyway.
Yeah.
So I love that. I'm gonna have to rewatch this Zoom just for my own self. Oh gosh. And so what would be a tip you would give people on here, to like a tip on signing a loyal customer or signing a distributor? What's one tip that you might have to share with them?
I think my biggest tip, and we just had a newbie Zoom last night and talked to some of our new people that are killing it. And the number one thing that comes up over and over again, if you are a product of the product, you are setting yourself up for success in signing loyal customers, and you're setting yourself up for success for signing distributors, because you've got your own results. Even if your results are skincare, even if you're able to talk about the fact that you have more energy and you feel focused, and all of the things that our products can provide, I think you're setting yourself up to be able to sign people. We know loyal customers that are happy become distributors. So that's number one. Number two, you have, even though we have so many resources available to us to help us with our posting, you have to be you authentically. So when you're using the products, I sign more people for the products that I talk about consistently because people connect to that. I have a herniated disc, and so I talk about how some of the products have really helped me with my back pain. So a lot of my customers buy collagen. A lot of my customers buy the products for the results that I share. So I think that is huge. I think tips for signing distributors, it's a mindset thing as well. You have to understand, like, we can throw up a host post and sign 10 customers or 20 customers, or if you're Tracey, you sign 80 million customers in a month. But there is a different art and a different finesse and a different mindset that comes with signing distributors. You know that you are going to have to, it's a wooing that happens, and it some people take 3 months, some people take 2 years. Think how long you looked. So you have to think about those two entities completely differently. It's a much bigger commitment for someone to sign on as a distributor. And here's what I will tell you: you don't want to ever convince someone to be a distributor for you, because they will not people people have to be ready to jump in with you. And the way that they get ready to jump in with you is you show them every single day with the business.
Hold on.
Like R2D2 just joined us.
I know. I don't know what happened. If I hit mute all, just unmute yourself. I was like, what in the world's in her background? I think it's all. Okay. Maybe not. Hold on. Anna, gotta mute yourself. Oh, there she goes. Okay. Are you unmuted, Kristy?
Yeah, I'm unmuted. So I just think, I think we need to talk to our people from the get-go that it's a different time frame and what the expectation will be, because expectations, I think, do a lot for mindset. Okay, I think there was a comment, someone missed what I said. I was just saying that my tip for signing distributors is that you have to show people what the business does for you, and you need to think about all of those different personality types. I am red, like fire engine red, and then it's really an unfortunate combination. Really, I'm not the person that gets invited to parties, because my second color is green. Like, how fun am I? I know that I have to, like, one of my teammates is on here, Cammie, and she is blue as blue can be. So I know that for her, she joined because of the fun and the friendships. And so I have to be conscious about posting about that part of it, because for me, I think it was the money that drew me in. It was seeing Jessica make that $280,000. So I have to be conscious and be intentional about posting about all the different things that hit all those different personality types, because I will tell you, when people come to me to join my business, 90% of the time they will talk to me about one post that I did that was the thing that made them go, okay, I'm ready. This is for me. And they'll speak about something that I talked about in a post.
That's exactly how it works too. I mean, I may enroll a lot of LCs, and that's where I got stuck. And I just had this thing about enrolling DPs. So for the longest time, it was just, that was just like my hard thing to do. Now it's not, because you just make yourself relatable, and it took people time to just watch. And that's exactly what they say, is they're like, I've been watching you for so long. And that they need to see that it's real, because you can't jump in, and nobody's going to join you till they know that you're 100% into it. Nobody wants to do that.
Right.
So that is a big thing. And another thing on that, about, being a product of the product, and I get this a lot. People will say, well, I'm just too busy, or, I'm planning something. I'm in the middle of planning an event, or I'm moving, or I'm buying a house, or whatever. I'm like, dude, that is, I thought my computer was falling. I said, that is like golden. That's a golden post right there. I would have a cup of keto coffee and an energy stick sticking up. And thank God I had this stuff to get me through this craziness, and I'd be looking like a mess, because people are going to relate to that. There's, how many people would relate to that, knowing that you're real, you're not made up. It's not like picture perfect. That's all you got to do, is just be yourself and just share it.
Yeah.
I love that. So, well, we won't keep you, because I know, you're busy as well. But the one thing I want to ask you is, before we end this, knowing what you know now, which pretty much you've gone over it, most of it, what would be your biggest tip to somebody that's just starting out in this business?
I would say it's a learn as you go business. You don't have to know all the things. I think that the people that get started, if they just follow that whole ignorance on fire, your excitement is going to be more intriguing to people than anything else. Stay close to the fire, get involved in your team. I know that when you work full time, it's hard to get on Zooms. And so I applaud everyone that's on this tonight, because I know people have busy work schedules, but stay close to the fire. There was something else brilliant I was going to say, and it was probably going to change everyone's life, but I just lost it. but that's, I think the biggest thing is just give yourself some grace. You don't have to know all of the things. I mean, really, I don't know that there's a mistake that you can make that you can't make better, that someone cannot help you undo. So don't be afraid of making mistakes, because I cringe when I think about some of my first posts, especially when I was trying to be someone I was not. I don't know how my friends didn't call me out on that, because I was trying to, for that hot second that I thought I needed to be someone I wasn't, I'm surprised people weren't like, who are you again? So be you, be loud and proud about what you're doing, because this business is pretty amazing.
It is. And that's funny, because I used to think the same thing. But all right. My cats are trying to knock my stuff over. Kristy, I appreciate you being on here. I'm just so glad you did this for me. One thing I want to put on here at the end is when I joined as a distributor, it was because Megan Carter had put a video out there, and it got circulated somehow, and I just happened to catch it. So don't ever feel like nobody's watching your post or not seeing it or whatever. If I had not seen that video, and I cringe every time I think about this, if I had not seen that video, I would still be working 6 days a week, 16-hour shifts, and I probably would have never seen my granddaughter for the past year and a half.
Yeah.
So don't ever doubt, that would have, and to think that I'm passing that opportunity up on giving it to somebody else. No, you're in a great place. You've got something amazing to offer. This is an amazing business, an amazing company. Forget about people that are negative. They just don't know what they're talking about. One day they're going to catch on, and they're going to wish. So, but I can't wait to see you at conference, Kristy. I'm so excited about that. And down in the VIP section.
I might cry when I hug you.
I'm so excited. All right.
Thank you so much.
You what?
I said I might cry when I hug you, so mentally prepare.
Thank you, Kristy.
Thank you.
I know. I'm already emotional. I'm already emotional about it. So I'll probably be crying. That's old age, I guess. We're just old.
Yeah.
But hey, we still got it. We
We
still got it.
totally still got it.
All right. Well, thank you, Kristy, and I'll see you in a few days or a few weeks.
All right. Bye.
All right.